got a Skyline. Proud dad. Hello. I'm here to talk to you about that. I got a Skyline. It's crazy. Honestly, unbelievable. I'm still in shock. It's about a week and a half, 2 weeks later for me. And I'm here to talk to you about my plans for the car. So, first things first is I have to fix it. It made it home, luckily, 7 hours. And then it lasted a couple days, and now it's stuck here for a minute. I can't drive. So I'm having fuel pump issues and boost cut issues, and I'm pretty sure they are connected. So basically the fuel setup in it is has 3 fuel pumps and a surge tank. It's very hot out and I'm wearing fleece. This is a dumb idea. But anyway, so the setup is 3 fuel pumps and a surge tank, and I think it might have something to do with the heat, I don't know. But anyway, the fuel pumps aren't working correctly, so I can turn it on, but then it dies, and so it's not staying on. Also, I'm going to get it retuned, so I actually have friends who live right down the road from me. They're going to help me out in that regard. Awesome people. They've worked on all sorts of JDM legends. Got 2 Supras in the garage. So you're going to see plenty of footage of that. And then once that's fixed, I'm going to dyno it, so it's going to get dyno tuned, because right now it's on a street tune. So once it's dyno tuned, it's going to be running better than ever. I'm going to tune it for 93, very, very conservatively. And then the big power numbers, like 600, 650s, are going to be on the 85. So my reasoning behind this is this car is going to see a lot of time on the road. As of right now, it's got about 80,000 miles. I wouldn't be surprised that, give it a year, year and a half, and it'll be over 100,000 miles. I know a lot of you guys are going to cringe at that. A lot of people are like, why would you drive a car so much, you know? It's a legend, they're rare. I mean, they're not that rare, they made like 40,000 of them. But cars are meant to be driven, especially something like this, you know, the Godzilla. I'm going to drive the absolute crap out of this. I'm going to go to every car show I can, and I'm going to bring you guys along for all of it. I know I've really slacked on videos in the last year or so, just especially with my WRX and everything that's happened with that. Like I said earlier, there's going to be a separate video explaining that, I promise. Just not there quite yet. But yeah, so road trips, that's a huge plan for this. So right now, it's a gutted interior, no carpet, nothing, no back seats. Doesn't have AC, and it's got just a lot of things going that don't make it a great road trip car. Awesome, totally fun car, not practical for road trips. So like I said with the tune, I'm going to make it as gas efficient as possible when it's on 93. That's all I need from 93. I don't need a fast car 100% of the time. When I want a fast car, I'll put E85 in it. But besides that, 93 is going to be my fuel economy. So probably around 400 horsepower. It's still a lot, but it's not like the 650 that's going to be on E85. And then I already purchased, or already am in the process of purchasing carpet and back seats and back seat belts for it. So I'm going to put the interior back. I love cars with full interiors. The stripped car, it's fun, but it's also stupid hot. I'm going to put dyno mat underneath the carpet to help with that as well, because the engine just radiates heat into the cabin. I'm going to get AC into it. The way it was explained to me from the previous owner is that he wasn't able to keep AC with the current turbo setup. I'm going to find a way around that, even if it means custom fabbing AC. I'm going to make sure this car has AC, because even though, you know, some people are like, it's a race car, it doesn't need AC, it's not going to be a race car. So, I mean, I will race it. I'll definitely drag it at the drag strips, especially at like Import Alliance. I'll be at Bowling Green Import Alliance if any of you guys are going to be there. But as far as road trips go, AC is a must, especially right now. Kentucky's hitting a heat wave. Even if the car was running, I'd barely be able to drive it except for like at night, because it's like currently, let's see, 95, and that's just the temperature, like not even the, feels like 105, so I'm sweating, I'm wearing pants and basically a long sleeve shirt because I'm stupid. Anyway, that's the plan for the foreseeable future, is just get it more dailyable, I guess. I'm not going to daily, I'm getting a new car, it's just going to be some cheap car, it's good on gas mileage. But I definitely need to get it more usable and working in the first place. So now time for me to do an actual walk around of the car. I haven't done that. I've shown you like a couple times a little bit of it. I'm gonna give you guys a quick, like, little in-depth walkthrough of the car so you guys can see everything that's on with it. And I've already modified a few things here and there. I didn't record any of it. It's just me trying to make it better for the time being. I'm also gonna change shirts because this is not working for me. I am just sweating like crazy. So, anyway, let's jump right into that. Alright, so starting out, we will go on into the interior. Whew, it's toasty in here. Alright, so like I said, I've already modified it a little bit. I put my wheel on from the WRX. The spark wheel that was in here just wasn't working for me. Not with the new wheel set, not with the new car and being right-hand drive. Just the deep dish wheel was too much. So I put this flat face wheel on it. It's a Momo wheel. And then I removed the red from the e-brake because I'm also gonna remove the red from there, but I'm gonna put something. I need to get covers. I just don't like this much red. That's too much for me. And I took the extension off of the shifter. But yeah, here's the interior. I've got floor mats, but it is, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it is bed lined, so there's no carpet or anything. And the back seats are completely stripped. It's got a full roll cage, and it doesn't have a radio or anything, or even AC controls. The AC controls are actually in here. Not that it has AC, but you can make it blow hot air in your face, so that's cool. But yeah, so I don't have a radio yet. I'm gonna be doing that because I've got all the speakers. They exist. They just aren't wired in, so I'll make that happen. Got the Sparko seats. I put this on it. It's like nylon tape so that you can slide in and out without ripping it. That's on all four little ledges. I just slammed in that door. That hurt. Besides that, car's in great shape. I've still got my door cards. Got all the power, everything. So I've got the Skyline. That's fun. I'll show you the fuel setup I was talking about. So here you can see the fuel setup we've got going. So we've got a surge tank and we've got 3 fuel pumps. I'm going to be deleting that whole assembly. That's really useful if you have a drift car. Not so much for not a drift car. It's just excess, and it gets so hot in here. I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. I mean, that's burning hot, and the car hasn't ran in like 2 days. So it gives you an idea of how that's working out. Right here you have the power steering for the Hikis system. It's got 4-wheel steering still, so that's really cool. But yeah, the trunk is stripped. I'm gonna do something with it. I'm gonna make the whole car presentable, and I don't want any part of it stripped. But this is currently, the whole car is. Also, I'm gonna be getting a new trunk and getting rid of this spoiler. I'm not a huge fan of the duckbill. I like the original Skyline spoiler a lot more, so I'm gonna put that back on there. Here are the wheels. They're Japan T something or others, I don't remember. And then I've got the Evo 10 brake kit. Huge brakes, look awesome. The rear brakes are just the Nissan 2-pot brakes. And then it's a square setup, 255s all the way around, plus 12 all the way around. This one's just the big brake face. So the face of it, it's the same offset, but the face is farther out to, sorry, I'm not pointing at it. The face is farther out to compensate for the bigger brakes, and the back is more concave, but it's the same offset. And then underneath the hood, we have the RB26, the awesome motor everyone loves. Also the hood, carbon fiber. There's no branding on it. I'm pretty sure it's one of one. The weave is unreal on this thing, so basically I'm pretty sure it's one of one. And it's like real carbon fiber. It's not, you can see the light going through it. It's not fiberglass carbon fiber or whatever. So got the radium fuel lines with 2000cc injectors. Probably gonna drop that down to 1700, make it more dailyable. Like I said, the whole plan is to make it more dailyable. I can keep big power with 1700. I don't need 2000. Got the huge radiator and the huge, this intercooler is actually 5 inches. You can see it in there. It is a wide intercooler. And then got a new battery in it, and the alternator is from a Nissan Quest, actually, a newer Nissan Quest minivan. So just to power all those fuel pumps. So once those fuel pumps are out, I probably shouldn't have to worry about an alternator. This is corrosion from the old battery. I'm just gonna have to replace this. Not too bad. You can get them at AutoZone. And then I've got the strut bar, strut tower bar. Got the turbo. This is the big one. I'm gonna actually try to clean this out, and then I'm replacing this with an actual filter. Because as cool as this looks, I want an actual filter on this. I don't want my system to get all gunked up. So I'll probably see about cleaning out. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that. And then I'll have a filter on it, and I'll take the filter off when I pop the hood, it shows. But the filter will stay on while I'm driving it, because like I said, I'm planning on driving it a lot. That's the blow-by hoses. They're actually dropping straight down at the moment. I'll probably put a catch can in just so I'm not, dropping oil on the floor. It's got external wastegate, drops straight down there. Pretty sure you can see that. So, it's a really loud under boost. Boost controller. And then everything's powder coated. I've got a pretty good sense of this car already, mostly because things are breaking and I'm having to fix them right off the bat, but it's better to have it that way than to not know anything about my car, because going into this, I was Alright, so just then my camera actually overheated because it is too hot outside right now. So I'm inside. I'll just finish the rest of it out. Basically, I was gonna say I was concerned about buying a car that I didn't know anything about that's been modified, because every car I've owned I bought stock and then modified myself, and it's scary going in when someone else has done a bunch of work on a car, but I'm getting a really good sense of where the car's at, and so that's making it a lot easier to one, feel like the car's mine, because I like working on my own cars and like doing stuff with my own cars, but when it comes to getting a Skyline, especially at the deal I was able to get this car at, it's just something you don't really pass up, and even though it's already been modified, so it might be a headache now, but I'm hoping in the future it pays off. So anyway, but that's pretty much all I wanted to say for the video. Just give you guys a little walk around and tell you what's up with it, especially since it's not even moving right now. It can't. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want any more Skyline content, let me know in the comments down below what you want to see. I'm probably, once it's up and running, I'll go through some drive-thrus or something. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time. Peace out.
If this city was a kingdom, I'd want you to rule with me. Still worried for your safety after all that tomfoolery. And I know I'm probably freaking out foolishly. I just don't want the next thing that I write to be a eulogy in your honor. And I know you'd hate it too. All the petty little things that I'd associate with you, like stairwells, night veil, and beautiful smiles, like Tycho, instruments, and 300 miles, like happiness, elated afternoons in the shade, like long car trips and trying to move where it rains, like